Go.
Oh.
All right. Well then. Hey,
Hey, turn down your mic.
yeah, you might want to put on
Oh.
push to talk because we can hear you type. All right, guys, here we go. So this is a rather melancholy time for us here at Inner Circle Radio. Those of you who heard Tony talk a few moments ago know that our dear friend Benjamin Buford Fontaine III has passed on, and it's certainly a.
Wait! What?
Oh, were you not listening to the show, Sven?
No, I was at friggin' work.
No, so Tony Talk did a show today. Basically, the purpose of the show was to apologize for how he acted on Monday. But during the show, Benjamin Buford Fontaine was on the line, and I'm unaware totally of what happened. However, J-Bo called a few moments later to confirm that Benjamin Buford Fontaine has died.
Holy fucking shit!
Yep. I was doing some other things, so I wasn't able to hear BBF's call. Did the Hinden Fontaine crash? Is that what happened?
No. The specifics were. Let me give the rundown. So Fontaine called in like normal, and he was talking to Tony about the song that Tony had just played on the air. And he was having dinner on board the Hinden Fontaine when he commented to Nigglesworth. He interrupted the call and he said, that the chicken that he was eating tasted like tuna.
Oh.
And he was wondering what the hell was going on with that. So he continued the call for a bit longer, and then all of a sudden, there were sounds of him collapsing onto the ground and him making strange noises. And shuffling around the floor like he was writhing around on it. And then the call was suddenly just dropped and he disconnected. And then Tony took a quick break and came back, and J-Bo came on the air and confirmed that Benjamin Buford Fontaine III, our dear friend and caller and character on the show, was no more, and he had suffered a heart attack on board the Hinden Fontaine. They had an ambulance come up. Hold on. They had an ambulance come up. They didn't even put the sirens on, apparently. They just pronounced him dead. Pastor Kent was apparently there, and he did all the relevant religious undertakings that one must do for a man of God like Ben Fontaine. And that's it. He was just pronounced dead.
Yep. So that's what's happened, and it's a tragedy. I don't think any of us could have predicted this, but it really is a shame that this has happened.
Holy fucking shit. My condolences to, Fontaine's business partners, his friends, close family.
Yes, we're all definitely keeping the Fontaine family and Fontaine Associates and his associates in our thoughts during this very tough time. It's such an unexpected tragedy to have happened.
All right.
Yes, indeed. So what I thought we might do today, at least for the first part of the show, is just each take turns sharing our fondest memories of Fontaine, his calls to Tony Talk, his other exploits that we have all been privileged to be a part of. If anyone would like to go first, feel free.
I guess since nobody else is speaking, I'll go first. Benjamin was an interesting man. One that is definitely unique. He had a lot of money, a lot of wealth, a lot of friends, a lot of room for, I guess, keeping people locked in there in the Nigglesworth section or whatever. Anyway, one of my fondest memories of Mr. Benjamin Fontaine had to be when he called in and pretty much just sung Mary Lou. Like, anytime that I hear Mary Lou it's like a good time. Or anytime that he would call in and sing, or just have any kind of melody in the background going with it. You could keep a good lick going, and it was just great to have him on the show. That's just my piece.
Thank you very much, Devon. I guess I'll go next. One of the great memories I have of of BBF and Nigglesworth was the hacking incident that occurred earlier this year. It was really an unexpected thing to hear him on Tony Talk, but a pleasant thing nonetheless. It was great to hear him and Rico and everybody else that was on that show interacting, and it really just goes to show that he played an important part in this show. He was not only entertaining, but he was a truly wise man. Him and Nigglesworth were truly an integral part of the show in these last few months, and I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say that they will be very deeply missed, and it will be difficult, if not impossible, to replace them. And we wish Nigglesworth and the BBF, we wish Nigglesworth, the Fontaine family, and all of his associates the very best during this trying time.
Took the words out of my mouth. I guess I'll be next. I think when it comes to him as a person or a character on the show, I think everything that had to be said has been said. So I'll just get into what I think is probably one of his best moments. It's half him and half Rico, but the concept of, well, actually no, it's the concept of all the collaborations he did with people for music. He worked with the All-American Rico Martini, All-American Cowboy Rico Martini. He worked with Johnny Longfeather's Teeth. Just last show, he was Yes Go Baby and the Babies. So a lot of musical talent came to the show, and even Tony himself at some point. Unfortunately, Tony, he didn't get many chances to record with him because every time they would go to record, Tony would fart in the recording studio, and it would be rather unbearable.
Yeah.
But no, definitely, I'm going to miss his calls. I'm going to miss his musical talent, the talent he brought in, and he's created many good business ventures among Tony's friends and some of his enemies. I know, because he came up with Jessica White's White Power. He came up with Niggle Ribs, DC2 and Nigglesworth's business, Johnny Longfeather's Cheeseburger Emporium and Casino. And I think there was a dental place being planned.
Yeah, I believe it was the oral and maxillofacial clinic.
Yes, yeah. So, I mean, I feel like someone like Johnny could probably benefit from something like that, but that's, neither here nor there. Either way, he will be missed by many, and he's left a great legacy of call.
The thing about it is, I think Johnny is prone to getting facial, so this is a perfect opportunity for him.
He enjoys getting a load of facials.
Oh yeah. That's how he keeps his complexion. Yeah, I may not. Well, that's how they get so white. I may not know Fontaine on a personal level, but there's no denying that every time he called in the show, it was wonderful. I mean, there was never a dull moment with Fontaine, and the way that he just pushed, Tony's buttons at some points, it just brought some of the greatest comedy out of them. And it's a shame, because other than Jesco, BBF was like a rival, but it's good that they managed to mend things before this unfortunate endeavor, and a few moments, him hacking the show led to one of the greatest broadcasts ever. Because it was just all going to shit, and it was glorious. It was like a car accident. You couldn't turn away. So, to his friends, family, business partners, you know, y'all keep strong.
All right, anyone want to go next?
I'll go
Yeah.
next.
Go next, Ashley.
He was one of my earliest servants. I'll never forget the first day I met him. He was in the alley, pressed and upset. Was down in his luck, and he needed the richest and most powerful man alive. But then he betrayed me. Oh no. I couldn't let that go. So I had my spy, Nicholsworth, report to me on all of his findings. Or report to me on all of his dealings. But what I realized about Fontaine is, even though he was my shit list, he still did good things for people. He donated to Tony, he helped Jessica, he helped Longfeather and DC2. And before he passed away, I decided to remove him from the shit list. So I guess I would say I'm okay with Fontaine now. I wish I had a chance to talk to him face to face. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But rest assured, I will find a way to restore Fontaine. To make him stronger and more powerful. Ever.
Who are you, friggin' Palpatine? Rise, Lord Vader.
Maybe.
I guess I'll go next. Fontaine, he was a mentor of mine. Taught me how to read scripture, how to read the Bible. He taught me theology, hermeneutics, Calvinistic teachings, and he was the best. And I'll always remember his song, "Oh Mary Lou, oh don't break my heart, oh Mary Lou, I love you." And rest in peace, man.
Well, thanks everybody. That's, I think, was a really just appropriate thing to do to just help preserve his memories. Years from now, when people find this podcast, they'll at least have at least some understanding of what Mr. Fontaine meant to all of us and how he touched our lives.
Absolutely, man. I don't mean to get back on it real quick, but Ashley mentioned donating. I completely forgot his charitable endeavors, such as buying Kenneth Mary Lou Fishman another helmet after he destroyed the old one by defecating in it. And to think about Kenneth Mary Lou Fishman is that Fontaine initially was planning to fight Ken. He was planning to fight him, but instead, once he realized that he was mentally deficient, he was completely retarded, he decided to go back on that and instead help Ken. So that's why he funded the Fontaine Special Friends Fund for people like him, for people like Joey Gibson, even our old friend Uncle Tony Gaga. They were all Fontaine special friends for special needs. We can't forget his philanthropic work.
That's absolutely right. Just give me a moment. I'm just trying with some wires here. Just give me a moment.
But now that that's out of the way, as for the rest of the show, I thought it was a good show. Thought Tony, he actually felt motivated to do the show again. Again, I don't know how true this is all going to be because that was before we had a death on the air. Hopefully, this doesn't affect that. But when it comes down to it, I hope that Tony does do the 3 shows a week he wants to do. I don't know that I'll be able to keep up with the streams and the YouTube content and everything if he does 3 shows a week, but I think it'll still be a good experience for everyone involved.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, even if he only goes to like 2 days a week, what he ought to do is do 3 shows a week, but only make them an hour each, so he doesn't like tire himself out that much.
Yeah, that would be good. Another thing I would suggest is he should stop having shows on the same day that Ghost has a show, because when it comes down to it, it's smaller now. It's not as big as it used to be, but there is an overlap between Ghost followers and Tony Talk followers, and I feel like he could increase his viewership if he were to do shows on days that Ghost was not on the air. For example, Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I remember even when he first started, that's what his schedule was, and it worked really well. I mean, if that was, I think Ghost might have been broadcasting towards the beginning of that, but even so, now that Ghost is doing the Troll Show again, we have like 7 hours. Like there are 7 hours or 7 days rather of people broadcasting. You have Ghost Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and you would have Tony Talk the other days.
Yeah, I think it would work out best for people who have that kind of overlap, and it means that they wouldn't have to miss shows.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't want quantity over quality. 'Cause these past couple shows have been something else. I think if you bring it back and do it every single day, or if you do it for too long, it becomes pretty stale. But I'm pretty sure we all know this.
I thought the last show 2 days ago was actually probably one of my favorites in a while.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
It was a shame it was too short, but I feel like maybe it was short for a reason, and that's why it was a quality episode.
Right.
And a special guest appearance. Even I was surprised by it, y'all.
Yeah, I was also surprised. As brief as it was to have Alfonso as the host, it was still a surprise nonetheless.
Hopefully we get a follow-up of the Alfonso show, y'all.
I don't know how likely that is after Alfonso's call tonight, where he basically sort of broke ties with Tony in a way.
Shit. Now I gotta listen to it. See, I can't comment.
Alfonso was very upset because apparently Tony had called Alfonso a faggot.
A fat faggot, nonetheless.
Jesus.
Yeah, fat faggot is what he called him. And Rico was very, very agitated about this, and he called in and was none too happy with Tony, and says he's now going to destroy Tony's show again.
Jesus Christ! I
should mention, by the way, I thought it was very reminiscent of his old calls, because it started out with a guitar riff from Rico,
right?
And he hasn't done a guitar riff in like a year to start off a call. I think the last time he did that was around the time that Clarence shoved that guitar so far up his ass that he was in a coma for about a month.
Yeah, that hadn't occurred to me, but yeah, it has been a while since he's done that particular opening for a call.
Hey, we can hear your keyboard.
Sorry. Sorry about that. I'll mute myself.
Or you don't have to mute yourself. What you could do, like if you can do push to talk, you could do that. Otherwise, I don't know. Or maybe turn down your mic volume or something, or sensitivity.
I'll just do push to talk.
When it comes down to it, though, the shows have been getting shorter and shorter as time has gone on. The days of 2-hour shows seem to be behind us at this point.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it is a shame, but, you know, it's understandable. This is not an easy thing to do every week.
Oh yeah, TJ Hooker says my voice is a little twangy. I have the mixer tonight, so let me adjust that a little bit. Fiddle with this a little bit. Let me know if that's any better. Yeah, just because I have like I can like do the levels here, like unlike with the desk mic where it just kind of up to its like where I'm just leaving it up to its whims, but this should be a little better. Oh, it's not my EQ? Okay. Huh. Oh, my actual voice. Okay. Yeah, not much I can do to change that. Maybe try drinking some water. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be playing some Smash again in the background.
Okay, that's no problem.
I'm still here. I'm still here talking. I'm just, you know, gonna have something to do while I talk.
Okay, that's no problem.
By the way, I wasn't here for the last episode. What was the topic last time? I haven't had a chance to catch up with it yet.
We were mostly just still talking about, for the most part, still just talking about Tony. It's kind of just like continuation of what the first couple shows. Didn't really talk too much about Ghost, I don't think, but it was mostly just about like Tony, and I think we talked a little bit about Joseph Gibson.
And we kind of mentioned other public access prank calls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were talking about like some like videos on YouTube like that have public access prank calls. Or public access TV shows that have been prank called.
What the hell was that one public access guy that?
Yep,
Big
Jack Jersowitz. We were talking about him. Yeah,
The freaking penguin.
the penguin.
when Ghost first came back, people started calling in and calling him.
Yes,
Big Jack.
I remember that.
Hi, is this Big Jack?
Ghost, I loved your work in Batman Part 2.
I loved how when Tony first heard about Ghost, everyone just kept mentioning the Patrick Swayze movie.
Oh yeah.
A Patrick Swayze movie? Why would he have a show?
Oh, the sassy black man fortune teller. I don't remember that. TJ Hooker. What show would that have been?
I know what you're talking about. He was like not dealing with their shit.
I'll try looking it up.
Somebody playing Smash Bros.
Yeah. Sorry, is the microphone picking up on it too much? I might.
No, I can just hear that GameCube controller ASMR.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. The sounds of a GameCube controller clicking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't play it any other
No,
way.
it's fine. It's not too much of a distraction.
No. I was gonna say about the controllers that I mean, I never played Melee, but I always played fucking Brawl with a GameCube controller because I never had Melee and I never had a GameCube, but I just couldn't get into playing Brawl with a Wii remote. or the classic
Yeah,
controller. Yeah, the GameCube controller was really
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way.
Flaccid Ego is the guy you guys were talking about, the fortune teller. I actually haven't seen this clip before. I'll have to take a look at it later.
It just feels natural with the GameCube controller.
Yeah, I've never been good at Smash
Yeah.
at all, but yeah, GameCube controller definitely is a lot better for Smash.
Oh, definitely, man.
I mean, it's been a while since I played Smash, or at least Melee. You have to play it on a CRT, I guess. Man, sorry for this chair. I need to get a new chair. And unlike a certain host, I'm not actually 40.
Oh, by the way, Tony.
Oh man, you telling me?
It was the chair. I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing shorts.
Oh, but I don't know if you guys heard.
Are you
I don't know if you guys
sure?
picked up on this, but at the beginning of the show, Tony said he broke his chair and he has to get a new one.
Yeah, I heard that.
I didn't. Did he really?
He actually did, yeah.
Oh shit.
Chair took a dump.
Don't fucking worry.
The show on, the show on. He probably told him a chair. Get out of here!
It's a shame. We lost the chair. It was the only thing holding him up.
Aww.
Clearly, that's the biggest loss of this episode. Not Ben Fontaine. The biggest loss of the show is Tony's
The hardest
chair.
working chair on Blog Talk Radio.
Did you guys-
Reduced to a pile of rubble.
Did you guys see the picture of the guy with Tony's face on it, and he's in a chair with the computer and all that, and there's a toilet right.
I think I have. That sounds familiar.
God.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. He has like a big pizza pie right in front of him.
It couldn't take the weight of the situation.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even listen to the second episode. Is there anything that I should know that happened from the second episode?
Of
or
this second
kinda-
episode was just a continuation of the first one because my I had some technical difficulties, so I had to restart the stream.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's just.
So has everything been working out all right?
Oh
for
yeah,
the stream?
everything's been working out fine now. I got the mixer working. Yesterday I couldn't get this. It was kind of temperamental yesterday, so I just used the table mic. But now everything's working fine.
Gotcha. Yeah, the reason why I'm being quiet is just because I don't want to start talking over people. Because after doing a podcast with a buddy for a while, I've just gotten used to like talking a lot. Because honestly, I don't really talk that much in person. I mean, don't get me wrong, I talk to my friends and stuff, but I'm a little bit of an introvert, but not too much. You know, I mean, I don't really like go out of my way to talk to somebody, but sometimes I do. But like on the podcast, I just don't shut up like I'm doing right now. You see how I'm just talking, and I don't even have to be talking about anything, and I just keep going and going and going, kind of like another host on BTR.
Well, actually, like if you wanted.
Come on down, my dog. No. You see, you moonbat, you stew notches.
You're an antichrist.
Moonbat. Oh, lie, that actually does crack me up. Moonbats.
Moonbat.
What the heck did you hear that?
I can give Joey an Antichrist if he wants one.
You say you can give him AIDS?
No, give him an Antichrist.
Too.
Oh,
Good.
Well,
say
he
what?
is a positive.
Yeah, sharing needles at Gold's Gym. I mean.
Everyone
Yo,
has
did you see the fucking Wii game I posted that's apparently like a Gold's Gym game? And you can do like fucking dancing exercise. That's Joseph.
I'm sure it is.
You ever like go on a random tangent, a random video watching spree, and then it turns into something that's completely different from when you first started off?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Because I was looking up piano lessons and stuff because I kind of want to get back into playing the piano because I've done it in like years. And it first started off as that, and now I am looking up Pokemon speedruns and how to perfect your time.
Huh.
I don't even know how I
That's
got here.
interesting. There's a lot of rabbit holes on YouTube to go down. I'm just thinking of all the things that people send Ghost.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. Speaking of holes, just to let everyone know one more time, I do not promote a tranny prostitution ring run by Willy Wong, WW2. There is no website called insaneenergy.com where we have prices for the purple hole or the brown
purple
hole or the pink hole or any holes.
Ah,
Do not
that's disgusting.
solicit that.
Not even glory holes?
Well, I mean, only if I'm the one like receiving it. You know?
That's fair.
I think the only.
And it
hole
depends
that-
on who it depends on who it's from too. I mean, as Ghost puts it, I don't want a 45-year-old man with a mustache. You know?
What about a 45-year-old woman with a mustache?
Are we gonna get into the discussion about women with mustaches like fucking?
Isn't that
Tony
Adam?
did?
Mustache.
Hey, what do you think about women with mustaches?
What about a crippled hand bone in a wheelchair? A cowboy hat.
I got no interest in someone like that. Sorry.
Tony, come to the glory hole. And I'll service you with my mustache.
I'm at the Parker house. Oh yeah, that was Tony's voice. I'm at the Parker house.
How many times has Madeline called the show, do you think? It's gotta be quite a bit of amount
Yeah,
of
I'd
times.
say at least 20 or 30, if not more.
Oh, dude, more than that. I'd say like she's called in like nearly every show. Not every show, but certainly most shows she's called in.
Okay. Oh yeah, Diddley Squad. Diddley Squad's probably my favorite public access prank call host. It's a shame there's really not a whole lot of like TV. There's not much TV like that anymore, like there was in like the 90s and early 2000s. It's just like random people going on public access and taking calls.
Well, the thing about it is streaming kind of killed
Yeah,
that.
in a sense, yeah.
Yeah, like how TJ Hooker is posting that psychic energy reading guy. I remember there used to be a show kind of close to where I live. There used to be one in Chicago that used to do that. People would call them, or wait, not Chicago. It might have been Chicago, but people would like call in and like say like random stuff to him. But I remember the guy would, what was his name? It was like Pastor Kearney Thomas. Yeah,
Oh, I've heard that name
yeah.
before. Kearney Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, you got to buy the red prayer pack, and you got to buy it right now. Oh my God, you've never seen the red prayer handkerchief?
Okay, yeah, I just looked him up. Yeah, I think someone might have Meteor shared one of his things on Ghost once, or at least brought him up.
Oh man, first time I heard it, I was busting out laughing.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the one guy. He was a radio show, but the one guy kind of like that was Mancow back before he got all political and everyone started hating him.
Oh my God, Beanie, I love this. It's so
I
good.
like this one, man, because he's all praying for everybody, and then the guy goes, I like to pray for you so you lose fat because you were fat.
Yeah.
Can't you get donations to get liposuction?
Oh,
Oh man.
Hey, can someone red pill me? I'm a bit too much of a new fag, and I never really got into the Jesus chat line or any of that shit. Someone give me the quick rundown. What is that?
I don't really know much about Jesus Childline. I know it was outed as being fake, but that's all I really know about it.
Yeah,
It was
it was
this guy. What the hell was his name? Sinclair. Leroy Sinclair.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Hello,
That name does
this is
sound familiar.
shit. Hello, this is Leroy Sinclair, calling from Norway House.
And you guys ever listen to Buddhism Hotline?
No, again, is there a quick rundown on that? What's
So
the deal with
it's
that?
pretty obviously fake, but Buddhism Hotline is hosted by a guy named Jonathan Hills, who is basically like, he claims to be 42% African American. So a lot of times people will like, although he's like white as whipped cream, so like he's pretty obviously lying on that. And it basically hosts just a show. He's pretty much just like talking behind a desk. Sometimes he'll have like a guest or two on, but people like will media share and text to speech and stuff. And he like tends to flip out a lot of like the tiniest things, like if people
Hang up the call. Hang up
yeah,
the call.
something like that. Yeah, people like I think that's kind of where a lot of the Ram Ranch trolling started. I think that was the first show where people started calling in with that.
And also he wrote a shitty book.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Shitty
Yeah,
tea.
for $39.99 you can buy a book of his. I think it's called Buddha Bless Me, Buddha Bless You. And he also sells cans of like his own, what are they called? He also sells like cans of his own green peas or something for I think also like $40 or something ridiculous like that.
Guys, I have to restart my computer, so I gotta go. If I'm able, because I'm trying to install something, but if I'm able to successfully do it, then I'll be back on. If not, I'll see you guys
Okie doke.
some other
Okie
time.
doke.
All right. Catch you
All right,
later.
see ya.
Take it easy.
all right, that's it.
Bye.
See you.
I don't miss Twist.
It's actually part of the matriarch. See, you gotta have a woman in the show to prove that you are the truth.
Yes, indeed.
You are
She is the
What the hell are you talking about?
You're talking about that dude that comes on the Gibson show, Mandelicon.
yeah.
Oh, see, I don't really listen to his show that much, but I think I should like pick it back up because I actually did listen to the latest episode at work, and oh my god, I could not stop laughing.
Like I've been trying to be like a good guy on there, you know, and like I talk all like English correct and stuff, and when everybody's like talking, I'm all doing sounds, and they can't even notice it, man. It's hilarious.
I'm probably just
I
gonna.
go back and listen to it and hear all the fart sounds.
Ah, did you just fart on my show?
No.
Was that fart? Was that fart?
Oh, I like every time I do this chair, like I honestly don't know how it doesn't really pick up through Blog Talk. Maybe Blog Talk is just really sensitive to my mic or something, but I don't know how I can like pick up Tony's a little bit more. Maybe the sensitivity is a little bit higher, but one time, I think it was about maybe 3 months ago when I wasn't really calling up that much, my chair made like a really loud noise. It makes like this. And when it does that, Tony kind of like he did, what was that?
What was that?
What was that? Was that a fart?
Whenever Tony says, what was that? I almost laugh every time. I can't help it.
I don't blame you.
That and Horister. This is Jesco.
I told
You
not to
son
play
of
my
a bitch!
I know.
I got
Man,
my
dude.
horses.
Oh man, I can't wait for can't wait for the next episode because I just want to get the update about Benjamin. I know I'm bringing it back, but I just want to hear the update now. Maybe I'm just a little too curious to know about the guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be on Labor Day. I guess it's gonna be the next show.
Oh, snap! That's right.
Real okay. Good news is I work. Good news is it's friggin' half shift. So yeah,
You get time and a half, right?
pretty much double pay.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So, at least they're being At least they're being, not respectful, but kind of like
Respectful.
yeah. Get the fuck out of here. It's Labor Day.
Oh man, it just cracks me up. Like when I forgot who, but one of the Blog Talk radios I called into one time. It's sort of on topic, sort of off topic. When I used to call up, this show, I don't remember what the hell it was called, but I think it was back in 2016 when I did call him up. He was like a very, very, very union person, and like he would always like advocate jobs and stuff. You know, you will work this job and yada 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 yada. And like, I asked him, I was like, you know, I'm in the work. I work a lot, you know. He's like, oh yeah, where do you work at? I work at the most American place you can think of. He's like, a steel factory? I was like, no, Walmart. And then he was like, Walmart? I guess it's the job. You're out there doing big things? I was like, no, I'm the janitor. He's like, the janitor? It's like, yeah, I'm doing things for America, right? He goes like, I guess you're doing things for America. So what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? I kept asking him bullshit stuff, and like my favorite question I asked him, I was like, so what exactly do you do besides doing the show, you know, like where do you work at? And he was like, well, I work for this union job. I was like, what kind of union job? He was like, that's none of your business. Like, I kind of think it is, if you know you're spotting all this stuff about, you know, having jobs and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
the
like,
union job.
Yeah,
It's a
he's like,
union.
You know what?
And a
Fine.
job.
I'm a construction person. Like, okay, and what kind of construction do you do? He was like, that's not important. I said, okay, so you're a construction worker, right? And I was like, what company do you work for? He just kept getting more and more mad until eventually
he's a quote legitimate businessman.
Yeah, until he got so mad at me to the point he was like, listen to me, I'm gonna find where you fucking live. I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna fucking print your face on a punching bag. I'm gonna kick your ass. I was like, you're gonna do what? You're gonna print my face on a punching bag? So you don't even know what I look like.
Oh man.
Oh, if he's construction, I guess he works with cock all the time.
I guess he does.
Man.
Yeah.
He probably lays concrete.
Oh yeah.
It's concrete. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Fucking dad jokes are off.
Man, I'm really in the mood.
Lying down loads.
Yeah, I'm really in the mood for a rum and coke, but I don't have any coke at home or like really any mixers at all.
I was about to say, it's not that late, and then I looked at my clock. Damn, it's a lot later than I thought it was.
Yeah, I was like, there's a gas station like a couple blocks ago. I'm thinking about just like walking over there really quick. I'll leave the show on, of course, but I was thinking about just like walking over, getting like a bottle of coke or something.
I mean, you could. We'll try to hold it down if you need be.
You know
up to you,
what?
of
I
course.
think I might just do that. Give me, I'll head out in like a couple minutes. Give me a sec.
No, we gotta keep the people entertained, I
Yes,
guess.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
So,
They took our gerbs. Took our gerbs.
So, do you... Oh my god. do you guys talk about pretty much anything, like shoot the shit, or is it mainly about
You
the
can
show?
talk. You can talk about whatever, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Okay.
When I kick him in the neck.
So I heard that you watched Spider-Man Into the Universe, Grunkle. You liked it, right?
Oh yeah, it was entertaining. You know, I enjoyed it a great deal.
Yeah, I started watching it. I only watched like a quarter of it. Fell asleep by accident.
I went to Walmart today, and I found out one of the loss prevention ladies used to be a porn star.
Ah.
Yeah, serious. Porn star.
Oh.
Yeah, like one of my friends, he works there too, and he used to be into the like adult films when he got school. He has to go to college, you know, and he was telling me about it.
All right, guys, give me I'll be back in 15, 20 minutes.
All right, sounds good. Try to hold it down for you.
So that'll be part 2.
Part
1.5.
Okay. Let me know when you're back on, man.
You know, I have to say that Roger Rabbit impression is fucking spot on.
Did anybody ever find out who it was?
I think he was in one of the voice chats long ago.
Ah.
Was it Rid?
Who?
A guy named Rid, R-I-D-D?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
I think as soon as I think as soon as you'll probably eventually figure it out.
Oh, hey, Uncle Tony, it's Goofy.
You know what? I honestly thought for the longest time that
Jesus Christ, TJ, I didn't want to see that.
Oh, what was he looking at? Oh, I didn't even look at the chat until just now. Well, a little too late for that now.
Sorry to interrupt, Yvonne.
No, you're all good. It was just so sudden. It reminds me of when whoever would post Momo and then Uncle Tony would just lose it. Ah, Jesus Christ!
So we're going on.
When there are some people that I thought were doing impressions, or doing others that were completely spot off. I didn't even. Well, you get what I mean. Not the person that it was. I honestly thought that the person that was Sully was not the right person. I thought it was somebody else, but it turned out that they weren't it. But whoever is Sully has a great voice. Even if they're doing an impression or not doing an impression, I love the voice.
Hey, Tony. Hey.
Hey, God. How the hell do you do that voice?
Tony, shut pants. It's Joe like a bull.
Hey, what? I'll never forget the call that he had a couple of calls ago.
Oh man.
That one time you went into the pizza palace, the pizza place, try to hit on the young girl, you fucking
pervert. Oh man.
Yeah, every call he has is so good. He wasn't the early calls. I did not know that. Even back in early, he was in the calls. Because I thought he was a newer person until then.
Man, I could tell you stories about my friend. Man, he used to be a plumber, and he got called to this place, this apartment, and they wanted to know why their restrooms weren't working. So my friend goes to the top story, and he's like, "Well, I have to go all the way down, to see what's happening." So he goes all the way down, dude. It was ripped open, a bunch of shit all over, bro. And
What?
the guy who owned the apartments was Asian, so he's like, "Oh, holy fuck, there's a shit. How am I gonna clean all this?"
Oh, holy fuck! This is
And
bad.
my friend was like, "Well, you clean it, and I'll come back and fix it."
Probably the best answer you could give him at that point.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm not gonna clean that stuff." Dang.
I'm a plumber, not a janitor.
Yeah, for real.
You gotta call Frank for that one.
Frank. Oh man, let me tell you,
Janitor.
who was that one guy who called in telling Tony that he needs to stop going to his restaurant because like he eats too much food and he pooped in the toilet?
I don't think we ever got a name.
Nah, he's this is all you can eat, but all you can eat doesn't mean all you can eat, all you can stay. Man.
You're eating all the sugar package for the tea, and you say, "Oh, I'm hungry," but you're always hungry because you're so fat.
Poor
Was that
Uncle
you,
Pete.
bro, doing that one?
No.
You know, sometimes I wish I could do like an Asian impression.
That was spot
It
on.
sounds so bad.
The
Like,
thing
there's a couple
about it,
people I can do, but definitely not Asian. People poop streak in the toilets. Oh, TJ Hooker, that's good times.
thing about it is, I didn't I didn't know about Tony Talk till like the early February.
Yeah,
Wow.
same, dude, same. I swear, when I first called in, I was nervous as hell. I won't even lie. Like, I couldn't even say the stuff correctly. I just was like, And now it's just, like casual conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first call is always, bit
Intimidating?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that first call I had, I was freaking the hell out. I was like, oh man, that was a bad call. I know nobody liked it. Until eventually, it's like I started, growing up, growing more. I was gonna say grow more balls, but I don't really think you need balls to talk to Tony because he's like genuinely a nice guy as long as you know you don't bust his balls. Who was that person that called in and was talking to Tony? He was like, "Hey, Tony Gabagoo," or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? He was like, talk about how Tony got knocked on his side or whatever for he's like, yeah, you were younger, you got knocked out when you were like, yeah, Tony shit pants.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Shit, I don't know who it is, but I know they mentioned the name Carmen. Yeah, Goblin knocked you down. You just shit your pants because you shot me your pants.
Oh shit.
I really, really, really like those accents. They're so good. Like, I mean, I can do some accents, like I can do deeper ones, but I can only do a handful of selective lighter ones. Like, I can do BBFs pretty well, and I can do Alfonso's, but I cannot do Rico's. Rico has like, I don't even understand how the hell he can sing like that. Billy Yeen.
Billy, is not my lover.
Billy is not my lover.
Billy.
The one caller that was so accurate, it scared the hell out of me. Well, it didn't scare me, but like it took me by surprise the first time I heard it. Was the time that was like the Michael Jackson show, and Michael Jackson called in, where it sounded just like him.
Oh yeah.
Hi Tony. I love listening to your show or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah.
Hi,
was
dear
so
Tony. This is Michael Jackson calling from heaven. I just want to say that I appreciate that you were still on my side, even with the accusations, and even though they sent the man to take pictures of my penis and buttocks, you still never gave up on me. and I'm sorry that you were too old that I could have fun with, or something like that.
Oh man.
I just like remembering all the good times from the shows. There was also some times of the show that it absolutely made like no sense. Like some of the callers, like one of the callers I remember that made absolutely no sense was the guy that called in last show, I think it was, and he was like telling Tony how he's like something. Your name is something Sanchez, Ricky Sanchez, was it? Yeah, Gibson said his name is Ricky Sanchez or something like that. I don't know if that was the name or not, but maybe it was something I was missing. You
On
know
the
what I'm talking about?
vaguely, I'd probably have to re-listen to it. And on the subject of what the hell calls, that one caller that was go like, "Oh, Tony, this is Ronnie, baby. Oh yeah, call me Ronnie, baby. Oh yeah." Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, cracked out, man.
Yeah. What do you hear? What do you say? This is Ronnie, baby.
Oh. Tony, if you happen to be listening to this, man, we appreciate you, and we're glad that you stuck around because the show is great. I gotta admit, but if you're not listening to this, then so be it. Oh, welcome back, whoever left.
Billy, Billy Jean, and not my love. He the girl who claim I am the one.
The fucking call where Alfonso was inside of Benjamin's estate, and he was like, "You don't dick suck." He's like, hold on. Come on here. Cut that off, Nicholsworth. Oh, man. Tell Tony, TJ says, Tony, we pray for your testicular fortitude. Amen.
Basically, it's a fancy way in saying that we pray for your balls, darling.
Hashtag Sigs and Fots.
Hashtag fingers of cocks.
How's your ball?
I like how that's one of his main priorities to get to know. It's like, how are your balls? Your balls already?
Well, then again, Tony and Rico had a thing. He was
Licking candy necklaces off of him, and he was nibbling and chomping away. No.
I honestly forgot about that until you said something. Holy shit.
what?
It's been so long. Dang, dude, you just brought up some memories. That was...
What the
Wow.
fuck is that?
And it's like every time Alfonso called in, the Blog Talk chat would just go like, "Oh nom."
Honestly, I think we should make a compilation of individual callers because I think that'd be cool. Because I definitely would like to hear if there was like a compilation of just Alfonso and Rico calls, or just Benjamin or Johnny's or DC2s or yada yada. I might have to do that. But if I go back to college pretty soon, like I'm anticipating, I might not have the time on my hands.
Oh shoot. Oh Mary Lou.
So I always have a question for this. Why do they draw the eyebrows like that?
I have no idea.
That's my biggest question out of all of that.
That's crazy, man. That looks like a clown.
Pennywise the clown.
Pennywise, the dancing clown.
Man, you should see the cholas over here, bro. Their like eyebrows are hilarious, man.
Is it over on the west side?
Yeah, on the east side, really.
On the east side?
Yeah, on the east side, man. They shave their like eyebrows off and then they paint them on. You know.
I mean, it's not necessarily, you know, something I do, but then again, I'm not them, so, you know, I guess more power to them.
Yeah. And then you see some fine girls with some ugly dudes, man. Ugly ass dudes, man. I'm like, damn.
Is that where that confidence thing comes into play,
Yeah,
where
probably.
Tony was talking about?
Yeah, like I seen this one girl, she was tight, you know, and the other guy, I mean, he had freckles all over his face, you know. He was a ginger, you know, and I'm like, dang.
Like, damn. That's funny.
He looked like a chocolate chip cookie, you know.
A chocolate chip cookie? What the hell?
With
That's
all
funny.
the freckles. Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Have you ever started watching like either a movie or something, and you thought you watched it, but turns out you watched a different version of it? Like, I'm right now, my entire life, I thought I was watching this movie called Terminator 1, and the entire time I was watching Terminator 2, because for some reason the entire time I never actually watched Terminator 2's like beginning part. I've always watched like the last like hour or so on until the credits. Yeah, oh, I guess it's just, maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. Maybe my fucking IQ's like brick or something. I swear, it's like eating all that ramen at college like fucked me up.
All the ramen noodles.
Yeah.
All that salt, bro. You know that I forgot what ingredient it has, but it's supposed to kill like your brain cells, bro.
I'd believe it.
Yeah.
I'd totally believe it. Mostly because, like, shit, you don't even need to eat it. You could just smell this shit and probably rot your brain cells.
Yeah.
But there's this thing that people used to do at my college. Like, it was in my speech class, and we were supposed to do like a representation of, I think it was like a minute. You get a minute, and you have to be specifically between 55 minutes, or sorry, excuse me, you have to be between 55 seconds and a minute, right? And there was this guy who did this thing called, here's an explanation of how to make ramen crackers. What the hell is a ramen cracker? So what he does, he's like, first you open up the package, and he opens up the package, right? Then he cracks it in half. And then he takes the seasoning, and then he just sprinkles it on top of it, like one half of it. And then he said, bon appetit. And then he started eating it. What the hell is this?
Man.
I was, needless to say, he did pass the class, but that was something I never knew before.
All right, I have returned.
Welcome back. Try to
Yeah,
keep
like,
people
you know what I
entertained.
do is when I eat them like ramen noodles, like I'll get the bags, I'll throw away the seasoning, I'll put in like chicken broth or beef broth like in it, and then I add a little like seasoning, little like paprika, like some pepper, you know what I'm saying? And it tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes really good actually if you use adobo seasoning with like ramen.
Yeah, I'm like not the biggest ramen fan, but I like putting hot sauce in
Yeah,
there.
that works too.
Yeah, that's where the paprika comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes good, man.
Yeah, when I was in college, dude, I gained like 30 pounds. I mean, I eventually lost it, but like, holy shit, that was just from my freshman year. It's like, damn, dude, what the hell happened? I was even going to the gym and stuff.
I need to go to the gym. You just start going.
Yes, luckily I walk everywhere, so like I don't really need to go to the gym because like I get a lot of cardio in just like by walking and stuff. Let me see how many steps I have today actually.
That's good, man.
Oh yeah, I'm at like 9,300 steps today, so a little over 4 miles.
Hey, you're doing all right.
Yeah. And I re-downloaded my Fitness Pal so I can like start tracking like calories and stuff.
One of my friends like proposed the idea, and I'd totally be with it. He said we should have a fitness app that's just Samuel L. Jackson yelling at you to
Yeah.
fucking work
That'd
out
be-
and shit. Said that is such a good idea.
Yeah,
I
I
was
would
like, why don't they
download
do
it.
that? I'd pay $10 for that. Are
Yeah,
you kidding me?
definitely.
And then so I told him, I was like, I would like Terry Crews to be mine, especially like if it was like the Old Spice guy
Yeah.
version.
What I miss?
You miss talking about working out with Samuel L. Jackson's fitness app. Well, we wish it was a thing.
Terry Crews, he actually he attends this church I used to go to, man, in West Covina, right by like LA.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny, bro.
Oh man, I definitely want to meet him one day. That's like one of my top 5 people to meet.
Yeah, he's really really cool, dude. He's not like all these like other like actors, their heads are up their ass. No,
Yeah.
he's,
Yeah.
like really like down to earth.
That's great to hear, man.
Yeah.
He seems like a hilarious guy.
Oh yeah, man.
Going back to that Samuel Jackson fitness app, does he say motherfucker every sentence?
Oh, shit, I wish. Like I said, it doesn't exist, but I really wish it did. Or maybe it does. I don't know. I never did any research on it.
Get your motherfucking ass up and lift those motherfucking weights.
See, that would be an encouragement enough for me.
Oh shoot.
Come on, bitch. Put some work into your glutes.
Okay, here's how you know what convinced me to start working out again? It was like one day I was just walking and like I was sweating, right? And that's no big deal. But then I have a tank top on, and so like underneath my tank top, no other part of me was sweating on the front side except underneath my man tits, and I was like, okay, that's it. No more of this.
I know the feeling. Yeah.
So I eventually dropped enough weight so I don't have those anymore.
Good stuff,
God.
man.
Yeah, 'cause I remember I was obese for a while there, and I hated like tying my shoe. I know it sounds stupid, but just tying your shoe is just like a chore. Oh, sorry. Was you about to say something?
Yeah, just a real thing where this girl was rapping against these 3 guys, and she took them out, and these guys, they beat her up and they raped her, and then they set her on fire.
Holy shit.
Fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Wait, where was this at?
Let me see, hold on. It was in Georgia, bro. Columbus, Georgia. Or no, Georgia, yeah.
That's nuts.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so this is what I've eaten so far today. For breakfast, I usually don't eat a whole lot of breakfast, but I just had like a glass of Ovaltine and milk. Later, like when I got home that day, for lunch, pretty much, I had some bacon. What I often do is I have like pasta with like meat sauce, but instead of the ground beef in the meat sauce, I put bacon. That actually works pretty well. And then for dinner, I just like had like a grilled like corned beef and Swiss sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually I have like plus all the walking I did today, I actually have like over 1,200 calories left for the day.
Oh, snap, nice. My only question is, Ovaltine still
It does,
exists?
Yep,
Huh.
actually,
So I remember seeing that as like a kid, like the commercials
yeah,
for it.
there's the fruit market near my house. Actually, they have like a lot of imported stuff because my neighborhood has like a lot of Asians and like blacks, both from Africa and the Caribbean. And they actually do have like imported Ovaltine. I think it's from like Korea or something because it actually has like Korean writing on it. Yeah.
Huh. Pretty neat, actually. I would have never guessed that it was like a Korean delicacy.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess I'm sure they sell all over the world, but this one just happened to be from Korea.
Oh, okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Huh. Neat.
Sorry, I'm like on eBay. Sometimes I like go on the daily deals section and like sometimes the daily deals aren't even worth like looking at because they discount them by like 50 cents or something to like a $900 item.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense. But sometimes it has pretty good deals.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make my rum and coke. I'll be right back.
All right. I thought he said rum and coke at first.
New ramen flavored Coke.
Please no.
Oh God, no! I just shit. New Coke flavored ramen. Damn.
Coke flavor. Grunkle, do you live around the southwest of the United States? The only reason why I ask is because you kind of sound like somebody from Arizona.
No, I'm on the East Coast, Kentucky.
Kentucky, okay. Huh, that sounds so weird, because, like, I swear you sound like just like one of my friends from Arizona. Just like him. Maybe I'm going crazy, I don't know.
It's not possible that crazy, but it's possible that it may sound like him. But there's no way I'm near Arizona.
Kentucky, Arizona,
I see what
There's
you
only
did
one thing
there.
I think
Clever.
everybody knows from Kentucky. We all know what that is.
The fried chicken. Damn it. No fucking way. There's a fake. Please tell me that's fake.
I hope it is. But for the people that can't see what I posted, I just posted a box of cereal that says KFC Kentucky Fried Cereal. Kernel on it. Kind of looks like caramel popcorn. Kind of, I guess you'd say.
And why not just sell it as caramel popcorn? Why do we have to add milk to it?
I don't know, dude. Might even have cheese on it. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Colonel Sanders, and welcome to your daily dose of diabetes.
My $5 box will fill you up. All of those $5 boxes pretty good.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Have you got the chance to go experience the Popeyes fiasco right now? Well, it's not really a fiasco, but the surge.
No, what the hell is all that about?
I guess Popeyes, I don't know if they came out with it or if it was something they brought back, but they've got a chicken sandwich. I don't know what's on the chicken sandwich. Let's see. But the chicken sandwich is supposed to rival Chick-fil-A's sandwich, I guess. And
Talk about KFC. Did you guys see the KFC one from South Park?
Oh, the
yes,
medicinal.
it did.
Yeah, where they're all bouncing on their balls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
Like Cartman was like hooked on KFC and he was like downstairs with this underground ring of people. He's like, "Don't you try to fuck." That was such a good episode.
You're trying to fuck me.
It was. You're trying to fuck me, eh?
I'm trying to think how you would make.
That's what BBF would have looked like if he was a cartoon.
Yep. I'm trying to think how you would make a Kentucky Fried cereal, and I think you could probably make it with like, because it's like cornbread batter, like sort of like a corn like Chex kind of thing with like some chicken bouillon in it or something, like season it.
Oh man, that's funny.
Nah, you just put 11 herbs and spices on your special K.
Oh yeah, that could work too. Yeah.
Ugh. All right.
Yeah, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
That's right.
I can give you some cursed food if you want some. Here you go.
Oh baby.
Am I talking way too much for this thing? I've just gotten so used to doing the podcast over that. I feel like I'm talking
No,
way
you're
too
fine,
much.
man. You're fine. Yeah, anybody who wants to talk is welcome to.
I remember these. I ate them, but I remember them.
Oh, I remember Peeps. I never had the cereal Peeps, but I remember like regular Peeps.
Be right back.
Yep. So what program are you using to stream this?
Yeah, I'm using OBS.
Okay. I'm only asking because I was just looking at it and I was like, seems kind of like seems like the best thing to use. Do you have a computer that's running on AMD? Or
Mine's Intel. It's an i7.
Intel's, I know they're really good for gaming. Though. Like, mine's an AMD, and I know a lot of people don't like that, but I've noticed that for AMD, if you like render stuff, if you're rendering videos and stuff, it's all right. But for gaming, it's not as good as Intel.
Yeah, I've heard good things about AMD, except for like video editing and stuff.
See, I don't have that kind of money right now, TJ, but eventually I will.
Yeah.
Because I gotta upgrade old Bessie here.
Yeah, I'm using I've always just owned laptops instead for gaming because they're more portable. But the one I have right now, it's an Asus. I bought it about three and a half years ago from a friend of mine. It's pretty good. I mean, it has decent specs and everything. The video card's NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060M, so it runs pretty well.
It must be. Is it one of those ones that are kind of thicker on the bottom?
Yeah, it is.
That's not too bad. I mean, like, I kind of want to get one, but it seems like every time I was going to get one, I'd rather just have a tower, at least until I get. I guess it'd be I go more places, but I'm starting to get to that point now where I start going everywhere.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you'd recommend?
In terms of gaming laptops, I would go for probably Asus is pretty good. They tend to be pretty reliable. I had an HP one for a while, but it started to slow down after only like 2 or 3. Or how long did I have it? I had it for like about 3-ish years before it started to slow down, so I might stay away from HP for laptops. But Asus, any other like really in terms, as long as it has good specs, it'll probably be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know my tower that I'm gonna make is gonna be completely different than if I was gonna get a game.
Yeah.
I'd like to just have one that could render pretty well. It doesn't have to be the best one in the world, but just one that I think could render at least video and stuff out of Vegas, or if I need to edit audio, FL Studio.
Right. Yeah. I use FL. I used to use FL Studio for my Ghost remixes, and I would what would I do? I would process the MIDI files through FL Studio and then do like some of the more precise editing in Audacity.
it's like Audacity is a pretty nice digital audio workshop for being free. I gotta give
It
you
is,
credit.
yeah. I've been using Audacity since like 2007, 2008.
Nice. I think I've been using it since around that time myself.
Yeah.
Because I upgraded to using Adobe Audition. I just got used to that, and it's really nice, really handy thing if you ever get into it. The only thing I don't like about Adobe stuff now is that they force you to have a subscription paywall now instead of just buying it once.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the only Adobe stuff I really use, I use like Acrobat and Reader and that stuff. And like the version of Acrobat I have is from like the early 2000s or something. I got off of WinWorld PC, so I just got it for free because it's such an old version.
I gotcha. Yeah, if I was gonna do gaming on laptop, TJ, I probably wouldn't do anything over 1080. So yeah, I don't even think I'd be cool with 720p if it was a laptop. If I was, going and everything.
Yeah, my first
Adobe Audition.
Yeah, my first couple laptops
were
1366 by 768, but the one I have now is 1080p.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, TJ. For the laptop, I could care less because I'm just out and about. For the tower, though, I'm probably gonna try to run at least, at bare minimum, 1080. But the one I'm trying to build can handle. Should be able to run 4K, no problem. But I'd have to get a monitor for that.
Yeah, my TV actually is 720p. I got it in like 2012. I've been like thinking about upgrading to either 1080p or 4K, but I mean, just like I don't really have the money. Plus, I have kind of a smaller TV stand. Like my TV is only 32 inches, so and like getting a 4K TV that small wouldn't really be that good. I don't think.
I don't know if they make them that small.
Yeah, I think the smallest 4K I've seen is maybe like 40 inches, which it probably could hold a 40-inch TV, but that's like because my room's kind of small, so like I think a 32 inches is about the right size.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. You could probably find a pretty good one. You could probably find a pretty good one on Cyber Monday or Black Friday. Or sometimes you can find them lingering on eBay too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Like Cyber Monday.
And Amazon sometimes, I guess. Too.
Yeah, Amazon especially. Like I have Prime, and mine's like subscription's about to re-up next month, but I might cancel it before then just so I can save up a little more money and then restart it like a month later or so.
I got you. I might have to go ahead and upgrade all my junk because I just bought a new keyboard today. I mean, eventually I'm gonna get an even better one, but right now it's all right.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, my sister this would have been like back in like the 90s. She had like a Tandy computer with like I think it might have even been like an IBM mechanical keyboard. I remember using that. Those were really good.
IBM makes gaming or
they did back in like the 80s and 90s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, TJ Hooker. I don't have. I'm not a student anymore. I don't have Prime Student.
You could still use it.
Maybe.
He's trying to give you the
okay, yeah, maybe. I have to check on that. But I think I got it originally. I think I got it originally when I was a student. I think right now it's just like a regular Prime subscription, though. Good thing about it, though, is I can include it in like my tax. I can probably write it off as a business expense for my taxes, though, because like sometimes, because I'm a substitute teacher, so sometimes if I need to like access a video that the teacher has, I can just pull it up on Prime Video.
That's a smart idea. I never thought about that.
Yeah, because like teachers, I think in Illinois they're allowed to write off up to $250 worth of school supplies as business expenses. So I think last year I wrote off like 150. So I'll just have to like just do a little bit of creative accounting to sort of figure out like how much I can deduct.
That actually sounds not too bad. I don't know how much it is.
Yeah, Prime. Yeah, Prime's $119. Prime's $119 a year, so I can sort of figure stuff out that way.
Is
It is, yeah. It's,
really?
you can either pay, I think it's either 119 a year or 1999 a month.
1999. Shit, I don't know. Mine's only 12.99.
That actually that might be 12.99. It might be 12.99, I think.
Because if you're paying 19.99, dude, you need to talk to
Yeah, I'm
somebody.
not. I pay
Dude.
yearly, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, I pay yearly.
Okay. I would say I was like, more poor man. Just getting fucked out here. Yeah, I might start doing that myself. Because I mean, honestly, I use Discord a lot, so I might just end up Discord Nitro.
Okay.
So I use it. I've been using Discord since damn near it first came out. Like I think after the second week that it came out. But for some reason, I've got on my name, I've got 4 numbers, but I should only have 3.
Huh. Yeah, I got Discord at I think it was like the beginning of 2017 when I got it.
Nitro. The reason why I want it particularly is because instead of having like how it says like you can only upload like 8 megabyte files at a time, you can upload 50 megabyte files at a time. So if like say I wanted to share like some audio, like high quality audio or like a video or something, I wouldn't have to go through that. And plus, like if I'm screen sharing, it's 1080p, it's 60 FPS or 30 FPS. And other than that, if you're not doing it for that, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Low quality porn. Sure, why not? But yeah, it's mostly for the 50 megabyte upload file size. That's really what I'm for.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, do you do any cryptocurrency trading?
Technically yes, and technically no.
Okay.
Here's what I mean by that. I don't really go out of my way to do it because I have, like, I think I have 2 on Robinhood, but that's it. Like 2 things on there. I think one is just Bitcoin. I forget what the other one. But yeah, I don't really go out of my way to like well, it's not technically day trading if it's cryptocurrency, but I don't like watch it all the time. I just kind of wait for it to dip down in price and then go back up. Like right now, I might buy some now. Now you mentioned it. Let me see what
Yeah.
it is.
Do you have a Coinbase account? Okay.
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Because I could basically they have this thing to like sort of stimulate interest and knowledge of crypto. It's called Coinbase Earn. Basically, you watch like videos and answer like just a short quizzes about certain cryptocurrencies. You actually get crypto for doing that. I can send you a link to it if you want.
I might have to look it up eventually.
Okay.
It's like I have actual like I mean not actual I have sorry I didn't mean to say it like that. I do have stocks,
Yeah, I have some.
but I mostly use them as dividends. not
Yeah, I
really.
have some Ford stock, but I just have it. I'm just holding on to it. It's not a whole lot. It's
Yeah,
like
I'm not really.
yeah,
gonna
it's
trade
not a
it.
whole lot. It's like $50 worth.
How much is that? Like every 3 months? Like
Oh, how much is the dividend?
yeah, every
It's
3 months.
not. It's. I think it's like less than $1. It's not. At least when I've been getting it. Like when I used to only have like 1 share, and it was like less than $1 or so. But it's not a whole lot.
Huh. Okay. I have some of mine. It's like 33 cents every 3 months. But I was like, hey, 33 cents I didn't have before.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. I wonder if Ghost is live right now. Let me check. Yeah, he actually is live right now. I don't know when he went on, but he is actually broadcasting.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm checking right now to see what cryptocurrencies I actually have. Oh, just one in Bitcoin. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, never mind. I don't because I sold that. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, I have. I don't have any Bitcoin, but I have some Litecoin. I have a few other ones. I have like a basic attention token. I have. Let me think. I have some Stellar Lumens and Ethereum and a few others.
Yeah, I have to get up on. Yeah, I gotta admit, I thought stocks would be hard as hell when I first did it, but then I started watching videos and I was like, it's not hard at all. It's just
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it seems a lot harder than it really is. It looks a lot harder than it really is.
yeah.
Especially if you have like a service like Robinhood that like you don't like if you need to go through like a broker, you just use them as your as where you get the stocks from.
Uh, so by the, I wonder how much. Damn, dude, it's crazy to see how much that cryptocurrency, at least on Bitcoin, has like went up and down within a year.
Yeah, it's you know I remember when I first got into crypto like a month or two before the peak, and then I never sold it. So like at one point my whole portfolio was worth almost $2,000. Now it's worth like just under 300. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I haven't bought any new crypto since like around the beginning of 2018. I've just like traded the stuff I have pretty much.
What the? Oh man. What time is it?
It is.
I might have to end up going to bed here pretty
All right,
soon.
no problem.
Have a good one.
Is there anybody else to keep you entertained for the rest of the time?
Well, we got Sven.
I'll put the pressure on.
No problem.
Oh yeah, Sven is here.
Yes, he is. Hello, Sven.
Hello, lad.
Hey, Beanie's back. All right.
Yeah.
Hello to you as well, Vinny. Say.
Goodbye, Ernie.
Hey, hold on.
All right, I guess I'll catch y'all later. Then.
All right. See you later. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in.
See you. Yeah, it was
All
fun,
right,
dude. Y'all take
Yep,
care.
you too.
All right. Yeah.
Yes. Shame that we're never gonna hear that again.
Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who
Hang a
could
name
hang a
on
name?
you. Yep.
When you change with every new day.
Still, I'm gonna
Still I'm
miss
gonna
you.
miss you.
Nice. And apparently, Beanie has left us, or at least is not in the voice chat anymore.
Beanie, why? Why would you forsake us like this?
Why have you forsaken me?
In your heart forsaken.
In your thoughts forsaken me. Oh. Man, I got that album like the week it came out back in 2001, I think it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. It's a great
It
album.
is, yeah, definitely. It still holds up.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think let's see how long have we been on. We've been on for about an hour and a half actually, so that's not too bad.
No, I don't know. Decent time.
Yeah, definitely. All right, TJ Hooker's heading out. Have a good one, TJ. Thanks for spending the evening with us.
Take care, TJ.
All right. Let's see. I'm just going to the.
And then there
Yeah,
were
I was
two.
going over to the Tony Talk chat and seeing if there's anybody in there who might want to come in here, and it doesn't really seem like it. All right, I think I might just wrap this up for the evening then.
Sounds
Alrighty,
good.
yeah. Good show tonight. Episode 4 is in the books, and hopefully maybe I'll broadcast either tomorrow or Friday. Alrighty, so with that said, this concludes episode number 4 of Inner Circle Radio. Thanks for joining us.